Sijo, a traditional Korean poetic form that emerged in the late Goryeo Dynasty and is still written today, is considered as one of the most representative genres of Korean literature. In efforts to advance awareness of Sijo, a special celebration was held in the U.S. city of Chicago for World Sijo Poetry Day on February 7th. Let's hear more about this event and Sijo from Lucy Park, Executive Director of the Sejong Cultural Society, who is now connected to us. Hello, Director Park.
Oh, hi. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us on the program. So first off, the Sejong Cultural Society hosted a celebration, as I mentioned, marking World Sijo Poetry Day last Friday. So please tell us a bit about this event as well as your organization.
Yeah, the Sejong Cultural Society established World Sijo Poetry Day to promote global awareness of Sijo poetry and highlight its cultural significance. Our goal is to make this an annual celebration featuring diverse programs and activities dedicated to Sijo. So on February 7th, we began World Sijo Poetry Day event with a brief introduction by Professor Mark Peterson, followed by a proclamation ceremony conducted by the Board of Directors of Sejong Cultural Society. Next, we listened to three oldest Sijo poems written by two poets from Goryeo era, Utak, born in 1262, and Izonyeon, born in 1269. These were recited by Professor Mark Peterson and Professor Sunggon Kim. Both are judges of Sejong writing competition. Following this, two distinguished American Sijo poets, Linda Sue Park and David McCann, recited their own English Sijo. And the highlight of this program is the recitation of Sijo by 21 past winners of our Sijo competition. The final part of the Sijo recitation featured 8 Sijo poems selected for inclusion in a poetry anthology destined for the moon. The program included a traditional Sijo Chang performance and Sijo hip-hop song performance by Elephant Rebellion, a Chicago-based hip-hop group.
Wow, it's very interesting to hear that, especially that for the contest, it was not only Americans, but people from other countries actually joining for this global event. So for our global viewers, actually, what defines Sijo? And also, there is a specific reason for why World Sijo Poetry Day actually falls on February 7th, right?
Yeah, February 7th is the Memorial Day of Utak, a renowned Sijo poet and scholar from Goryeo Dynasty. His Sijo Tanroga, Lamenting Old Age, is one of the oldest known Sijo in written literature. So we established this day to honor his legacy.
And Director Park, also just a brief definition of Sijo for those who hear this word actually for the first time, maybe for global viewers.
Yeah, Sijo is the traditional Korea's poetry form written in 3 lines by syllable count. So each line contains 15 syllables, a total of 45 syllables. So your idea has to be very condensed in this short form. So it is most interesting, the formed poetry.
So what is behind the idea of bringing Sijo to the American community? Was there maybe a special incident why you started this?
Oh, the Sejong Cultural Society started the programs such as music competition, essay competition, Sijo writing competition, in order to teach the non-Koreans as well as the Korean descendants about the Korean culture. So our mission is to promote awareness and appreciation of Korea's cultural heritage. So to make Korean literature and music more accessible, we decided to present them using Western media such as English and Western musical instruments. So we ask participants to write essays in English and compose Sijo in English, and music students are required to perform a solo piano or violin piece that includes the traditional Korean musical themes. So we started music competition in 2004, essay competition in 2006, and in 2008, Professor Heinz Insvenko, who is the chair of the Sejong Writing Competition Planning Committee and professor of creative writing at State University of New York, introduced me to Professor David McCann at Harvard University. Both said that Sijo could be written in English, and it encouraged us to start a Sijo writing competition for pre-college students. And at that time, we thought, what Sijo writing in Korean is difficult, and how can you write Sijo in English? So we did extensive research, and while we explored this idea, we realized that nearly all Americans are familiar with Japanese haiku, which they typically learn in second or third grade in elementary school. So that convinced us that if students can write haiku, they can learn and write Sijo as well. So with this in mind, we started Sijo competition in 2008 with cash prizes, providing strong incentive for students to learn and create Sijo.
It really looks like you have a long history of diverse events that were held, including the most recent one on February 7th. But one of the most interesting events I find is actually sending Sijo poems to space. What's that about?
Yeah, the Polaris Trilogy is a poetry anthology for the moon. So this anthology features newly created poems by living poets from around the world, written in their own language and written for this particular project. In 2022, Joyce Brinkman, the editor of the anthology, contacted me after discovering Sijo by reading our website. She called me with numerous questions about the Sijo, and after a lengthy conversation, she asked me to curate works by Korean Sijo poets. So I immediately reached out to Korean Sijo Association, and many submitted their Sijo for consideration. Ultimately, the editor selected 8 Korean Sijo for inclusion in this anthology. So during our discussion, I explained to her that Sijo could be also written in English, and sent a few English Sijo to her. And to my surprise, she liked them and chose to include them in the anthology. So in the end, a total of 8 Korean Sijo and 3 English Sijo was selected for inclusion. So this project, called the Luna Codex, archived the artistic works, including paintings, writings, music, and films from over 40,000 creators worldwide. And these works are stored on memory cards designed to withstand the moon's harsh environment for millions of years, awaiting discovery by future explorers. This time capsule departed Earth on January 15th aboard the lunar lander Blue Ghost, and is currently en route to the moon with a scheduled landing date on March 2nd.
Oh, so we'll just have to wait a little bit until the arrival. So I think that's very interesting and creative. Now, Director Park, you've been involved in raising awareness of Sijo for almost 2 decades now. The Korean wave during that span has become a global phenomenon. So do you think this helped in raising further interest by Americans into Sijo?
Yes, definitely. Many participants in our competition or Sijo education workshop are often fans of Korean music, drama, and movies. It was interesting to hear that one of our Sijo winner has a daughter who is a K-pop fan, and he learned all about K-culture and Sijo from his daughter. So he won the prize. His daughter did not win the prize, though.
That is interesting.
Yeah, 20 years ago when we started our program, yeah, not many people knew where Korea was located. And so many people just remember the Korea after Korean War. And the has been a significant improvement in the Korean image of the Korea.
Things have definitely changed over the past decades. Now, I can imagine, though, that it's not really easy to learn Sijo as an American or also from the point of view of other foreigners. So how do you teach it? I mean, there is a unique rhythm to it, so I can imagine it's a little difficult to teach Sijo.
Well, actually, it's just simple because you write by syllable count. So it's exactly the same as Korean Shijo. So you write 3 lines, and each line with this 15 syllables for a total of 45 syllables. However, slight variations are allowed. So with each line permitting a deviation of plus or minus 1 to 2 syllables. So actually, American, we deal with American high school students, college students, and recently a lot of adults, established poets. But the younger students, they have no difficulty. So like middle school students have no difficulty. And they think it's like a game, counting the syllables, and they really love it. And they often ask me how the Korean children are learning Sijo. So I'm hoping that Korean schools teach Sijo too.
Now, I think by now, many of our viewers would be actually interested in how Sijo sounds, how a Sijo poem would sound. So would it be possible if we could hear a Sijo from you, Director Park?
Yeah, this is my Sijo that was included in the anthology that went to the moon. So I wrote in English and then translated into Korean. Oh, it's a Korean adaptation. So I will read the Korean part first.
Sure.
달. 어머니 떠나신 날 본 창백한 초승달. 아버지 가신 날에 날 내려다본 반달. 오늘 밤 저 달은 온화한 미소로 누굴 위로하나. I sat under a pale crescent moon when I learned of Mom's passing. Half moon, smudged by the night cloud, gazed at me when Dad departed. Dear moon, with your caressing smile, who are you comforting tonight?
Wow, that was beautiful and heart-aching at the same time, Director Park. And I mean, 2 totally different languages, but with the elements of Sijo, you could really see how you can convey the same emotions in both languages. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And one final question, Director Park. What do you ultimately hope to accomplish by bringing Sijo into American society? And could you also share some of your future plans at the Sejong Cultural Society in terms of spreading awareness of Korean culture?
Yeah, teaching Sijo offers an excellent introduction to Korean history and culture. So as you mentioned at the beginning, Sijo is one of the most authentic representation of Korean literature and Korean heritage and serves as an ideal starting point for their journey. And ultimately, we want to make Sijo a part of their culture, American culture. In other words, transplanting Korean heritage into American culture and also other global culture, because the Sijo can be written in other languages too. And the Sijo will thrive beyond its origin. And we also believe that providing education on foreign cultures enhances cross-cultural understanding and fosters intercultural harmony and peace. Such education helps the younger generation develop into global citizens who can live harmoniously with people of diverse backgrounds.
Well, thank you very much, Director Park, for connecting with us today and, of course, for promoting the art of Sijo in the U.S. as well as other aspects of Korean culture. Thank you very much.
Thank you.